The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check Mike.
On first down, Newton. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
What's tight? Tight is right. 8. You got 4. Hey.
To the air again, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Black, can you do that? Mike's 59. Green, come with me. I got you, son.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Strip that ball. Undercrush, undercrush. Stop.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Complete to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw is Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barber into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Channing, black 22. 59, Mike to 59. Check pass, check pass. Check 50. Check 50.
Following the interception, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Slam.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. Blue white. White. All day, baby. All day. Mike, check. 59. I hope you brought your left.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib, his 2nd sack of the night. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Check Mike, 9. Focus, defense, focus. Check Mike, 9.
Here's Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Sunday.
Throwing, Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 56. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Now Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
40, 10, double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone, you got 40.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the
touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, 85 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's go.
Winston now. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To the air again with Winston. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Yeah, look small. You don't want none. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Let's go, baby.
Off play action, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Ready? Here we go. Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on Ringo. Tiny's Ringo.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Great.
One last throw here for Newton.